Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett, and my hands is Frank Miller's Pandora number 4. It's written by Frank Miller, Chris Silvestri, and Anthony Maranville, with art by Emma Kubert. So for those who have seen my reviews of the first 3 issues, you'll know I've been fairly down on the series. One of my big criticisms has been that it throws out all these ideas and concepts, and it doesn't bring them together. Well, this issue is where things starting to come together. And because of that, I think things are much improved. It's taken, I think, way too long to get to this point, but we're released at this point, and things are kind of getting somewhat interesting. So the story is about this girl named Annabeth. She lives in a house with her mother and grandfather. The mother kind of runs, I call it like a boarding house, with some interesting characters. One person named Meeks, who's clearly pretty evil shithead. And her grandfather has had some history with this like weird tree, and the grandmother being like sucked in by the tree and kind of disappearing. Well, this like tree in this mysterious world has returned, and Annabeth seems to be kind of getting sucked in as well, and drawn into whatever this weird world is. There's also this thing about like something called the Relic, and these like underground little goblin creatures. And this issue is where Annabeth finally kind of comes into contact with the goblin creatures. Weird magical things happen, but at least things are happening. Let's go with that. I'm still not quite sure everything that's going on, but it feels like things are starting to get rolling and getting moving. It's taken a while, but it's getting there. So in that way, it's really good. This issue also has a little bit more, I think some of the actions make a little bit more sense that Annabeth does. Her big thing is kind of like, what the hell is going on? Am I really envisioning this stuff? Am I asleep? Like, what's up? It feels kind of odd that she doesn't like run away, but that's kind of explained by some of her reaction that these weird creatures that she's come across, like she used to draw them as a kid. Which, hopefully gets explained, but, it's at least kind of like this weird familiarity of this keeps her from running. But beyond that, like, there's some movement. This kind of feels like the Gremlins moment where, I think Zach gets the Mogwai at that, and kind of is like, oh, they're cute. And then, of course, they turn out to be really evil. If after all, at least some of them turn out to be super evil. We kind of feels like there's a little bit of that going on. But overall, like, story-wise improvement. Art, for me, still, like, I'm not the biggest fan of it. It's, I think, a little bit better with this issue and the previous issue. But it's just not my style. There's something about it that doesn't quite click for me. And that's fine. Like, if you like it, that's totally cool. But it's just, not my thing, and that's totally fine. But I think overall, like this issue and the previous one are a little bit better art-wise. There's some things I like. There's at least one particular moment where involving Meeks I thought was kind of cool, but then again, there's things later on with the weird underground goblin things. Talk about the Relic, and things are going on around them that I can't quite tell what the hell is going on. And I think that's been kind of some of my issue throughout the series. It's just not super clear all the time what's going on. Overall, it's getting better. Let's go with that. It was a series I really disliked, and I'll be completely honest, really disliked. But these last 2 issues, I think, starting to get rolling, and I feel like it's just not kind of like puttering along. So quite a lot of setup, but we seem to be getting there. You can get this. This has been out for a bit now. You can go ahead at comic shops. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. Tell the comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links, so we do get a small percentage by doing that. You'll support our site, so thank you. And just watching our videos support us, so thank you for that. If you're into comics, you can check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, all Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.